Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. So now that we're getting into the Halloween season, I'm gonna start doing, well, hopefully I can get a couple of Halloween looks in there. This one is gonna be a for sure. I don't know, it depends on how my week goes and how productive I can be. So I was going for this deer look, but I feel like this deer look went really south, and it kind of looks more like a leopard look, I guess you could say, or like, because we're getting into Halloween look, fucking eyebrows are snatched, wing liners on fucking fleek, eye makeup, bitch, you can't even touch it. Like, and these sunspots are amazing. I did this look a year back on my sister. You can look at that on my Instagram. So I kind of did my intake on it, but my sister looked more like a deer than I do. I look like a fucking leopard. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get started.
Like always, I'm going to start off with a fresh face and some covered eyebrows for sure. That's always a big plus for me. Using my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 7.5, I'm going to dot it with my Beauty Blender and then start to blend it all out. My eyebrow going to be on point, A1. Because I'm a cheapo and I don't believe in shadow shields, I'm going to use my best friend, the Scotch tape. To set my brow bone, I'm going to be using the shade Silk from Morphe, and it's kind of really my to-go-to, using the eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. I'm really going to make sure to pack in this eyeshadow just because I really want this to be a very bold highlight, just so that it can settle in with all the warm tone colors I'm going to go in with. Taking on the Morphe palette from the Jaclyn Hill's favorite, I'm going to take this very deep orange with the MAC 224 brush. So I start by working on the outer corner of my eye. I'm really making sure that I really pack this color on the outside and then work my way in and try to dissolve this color. Using the same brush, I'm going to take Swiss Chocolate by MAC, and I'm going to use the same technique that I did with the orange. I'm going to pack it onto the outer corner of my eye, really pack it into the outer corner, and then work my way in. Then I'm going to try to soften it up when it comes to the inner corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to take on Celebration by Morphe, and I'm going to use the same technique that I did with the other two shades. I'm going to pack it onto the outer corner of my eye, then work my way in and soften it up in the inner corner of my eye. Next, taking from my really busted Anastasia palette, I'm going to take one of my favorite shadows in Glisten, taking it with a Sigma F70 brush, and I'm going to water activate the shadow using the Max Fix Plus. I think I like using this just because the shadows become very creamy and they're easy to work with, and you can kind of maneuver them in any which way that you'd like. Now I love to pack on eyeshadow, so I'm going to take on Nillionaire by ColourPop, and I'm really going to make this eyeshadow pop for sure with this shadow. Yes, look at this masterpiece. Next, I'm taking Shadowy Lady from MAC, and I'm going to use it with a MB13 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to start placing it onto the outer line of my crease. I'm going to place it in very softly just because I don't want this shadow to overtake the other shadows that I placed in, and kind of go into the midst of my crease and just blend this all out. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I'm really going to wing this motherfucker out. As you can see, this is everything. I just had to give you the slow motion dramatics of this liner because this is snatched. For my highlight, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Fair, I believe. I start to just really dab this and just to give it placement, and then I really start going ham on that shit. My face looks so snatched, yes god. I had trouble putting in that liner onto the inner corner of my eye. For some reason, that product wasn't coming out and I was getting really frustrated with it. So, yeah, here we go. For my contour, I'm going to be using the Lock-It Powder Foundation by Kat Von D in the shade Deep 72. And I feel like this is the only product that I'm able to work with that kind of gives me that finishing contouring that I like. The pigmentation is great. It gives you a great amount of coverage for a good amount of time. For my nose contour, I'm going to give you that deer-esque type of nose, so I'm going to go straight down with my contour and connect it with the eyeshadow that's in my crease. For cleanup, I'm going to go back in with my L'Oreal foundation and just place it onto the bridge of my nose. Next, using a eye pencil, I'm going to draw out the nose that I want for this deer look. Once I finish the outline of the nose, I'm going to color in the nose, and I'm going to use an eyeshadow, a black simple eyeshadow that I have, and just lock in this liner so that way it doesn't move and it stays on for the rest of the night. Next, taking this precision tapered brush by Sigma, I'm going to use this with a Ben Nye cream in the shade Clown White, and I'm going to start placing these sunspots all over my face. What I found the best way to apply this cream is to do it in circular motions and then start to dab it in. Next, taking a smaller brush, I'm going to start to apply them in circular motions and then dabbing these little sunspots all over my forehead. To give my sunspots a little bit of color, texture, and contrast, I'm going to take an orange soda by Anastasia using this flat brush by Sigma, and I'm going to start to dab in this shadow onto my sunspots. Next, I'm taking this lip pencil by Kiko, and I'm going to start out by lining my natural lip. Once I'm finished doing that, I'm actually going to elongate my lip by placing this lip liner onto the outer corner of my mouth. Next, I'm going to fill in my lip with a burgundy lipstick that I just have in my bag. As for my bottom lip, I'm going to be using the Set Lip Pencil by NARS in the shade Rikugan. Next, I'm going to connect my nose with my lips and draw 2 lines on each side and then just color it in. Then I apply my lashes, which I totally forgot to catch on camera.
So this is the finishing look. I kind of went with a deer, but I was doing everything and everything was falling out. I'm just like, well, bitch, you don't look like a deer. But this could be kind of your intake on what you want it to be. I kind of went for like a little kind of like, I guess you could say, I don't know, fierce deer, because I'm not like Bambi bitch. Like, no bitch, like I'm a big bitch. Fuck, I feel like this is kind of a leopard look. 10 times to being a leopard more than a fucking deer. But hey bitch, I look good. So the wing liner looks fucking sick. The eye makeup is done right, bitch. I look good.